Okay, let's take a look at this question. As you can see over here on the left, I have the research process laid out in blue, and then I have my question below. So let's take a look at the first step in the research process. Determine what the question is asking or the specific issue being researched. So let's read the question. Where in the FAR does it say what you're supposed to do in the first step when using two-step sealed bidding? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight a couple things here that catch my interest. So the first one is this right here. What are you supposed to do in the first step? Right? So I'm going to highlight that when using two-step sealed bidding. Okay, so those are some terms that I'm probably going to want to search for. And then the other thing that's kind of interesting to me is it says what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do. And so I'm going to use that information and I'm going to start my search. And so I'm going to go over here to search. I'm going to click on the regulation search right here. And I think I'm going to start by doing, I'm just going to do two-step sealed bidding. And you know what? I'm just going to copy and paste in right from the question, two-step sealed bidding. And I'm just going to see where that gets me. Now, we're only searching the FAR right now. Okay, so I'm just going to search the FAR and away I go. So right off the bat, I am seeing that it looks like FAR Part 14 is going to play a major role in this. Do you guys see the common theme here? We've got FAR Part 14 mentioned in this clause. We have it mentioned in the subpart. Everything looks like it's revolving around FAR Part 14. And so I'm going to start there. Now I'm going to look for something that gets me a little closer to what I'm asking about, right? So I want to know what I'm supposed to do in the first step when using two-step sealed bidding. So right here I could see that this subpart addresses two-step sealed bidding. I'm going to see if there's anything better than that. I'm not seeing it right offhand. How many results do we have? Quite a few. But I'm just going to go with this right here because it seems like it's a good lead. All right, so subpart 14.5, two-step sealed bidding. Now right here it's only showing me the kind of like the table of contents for this subpart. So I'd have to click on these to actually open these up. But before I do, I want to point out that what is it that I'm searching for? It says that I want to know where in the FAR does it say what you're supposed to do in the first step when using two-step sealed bidding. So I see that we have a general, we have a conditions for use, and we have procedures. Now, right off the bat, to me, when it's asked what we're supposed to do, that speaks to a procedure, right? But I'm curious, just curious what's in general. So I'm going to go there first, just real quick. And right here, just by scanning this, I can see right here that step 1 consists of, and step 2 involves the submission of. So that's cool. So I'm actually gonna put that down real quick because I think that might be an answer that I want to use. Okay, but it may not be the correct answer, but it's definitely an answer that I want to know about exists. Okay, because this talks about step 1, right? And it talks about what it consists of. It doesn't necessarily say what I'm supposed to do, but it does say what it consists of. And I'm not going to bother with this one because the question is asking me about step 1, not step 2, right? The first step. And that has to do with this right here. Does my answer truly address the specific question that was asked or issue being researched? Well, if I answered this, I would be answering something that the question's not asking, right? We're only supposed to focus on that first step. All right, so I'm just going to put that answer down for now, but I want to go back to those procedures because that answers more of this, the to-do part right here, right? And so I'm going to go back to the procedures, and I'm going to check those out and see if I can get anywhere, though. Oh, look at this. So it's differentiating between step 1 and step 2. I'm interested in step 1, so I'm going to click on that. And to me, this is outlining what I'm supposed to do because it's procedures, right? In the first step when using two-step sealed bidding. So to me, this is probably the better answer because this is under procedures. So I'm just going to put down this as well. Now, would I put down just A here? No, because I need to put down everything that you're supposed to do under step 1, right? And so that's going to include just this parent citation because the parent citation will include A, it will include B, it will include C, it will include D and E. So I'm just going to put down the parent citation there. Now, if I really wanted to check myself, to double check to make sure this is talking about the first step in two-step sealed bidding, I could just click on 14 right here. I could go down to where this is referencing 14.5. Let's see here. Let's go to subpart 14.5. And you can see right here, let me make this a little bit bigger. Whoa, that seemed to really mess that up. We'll go right there. 14.5 right here, it talks about two-step sealed bidding. And so I can clearly see now the linkage there. There's two-step sealed bidding. Here's the procedures, and I need to focus on step 1. And so I'm going to go ahead and dump this. I'm not going to use this right here. This is going to be my answer. All right, that's going to be the answer I want.